God says that this moment, right now, is unlike any other. When an unexpected visitor, a government official, reaches out to meet with you in private, it's not just a random occurrence, it's part of a divine plan that is unfolding in your life. This is no coincidence. God has been preparing you for this exact moment. There's a reason for everything that has led you here, and though you may not yet understand it, trust that it is all part of a much bigger picture. Something incredible is about to take place. The meeting you're about to have will change everything. You might think you've been chosen for a simple conversation, but there's more to it than that. God has orchestrated this encounter in ways that will leave you in awe. You've been prepared, even if you don't fully realize it. This meeting will challenge you in ways you never expected, and the doors that open as a result will be filled with blessings. You will be tested, but God has equipped you with everything you need to succeed. As the day draws near, you begin to feel a sense of urgency. There's a certain energy in the air, a feeling of anticipation that you can't shake off. Your thoughts race, and you wonder how you got here. God says, "Be still and know that I am with you." Trust in the journey and be ready to listen. Every step you take is guided by His hand, and though the path may seem uncertain, He is always leading you forward. As you prepare for this private meeting, something unexpected happens. You feel a presence with you that reassures you that everything will be okay. This is God's hand upon you, guiding you through the unknown. The official who reaches out to you is not just an ordinary person, they've been chosen for this task. It's a divine connection that will change the course of your life in ways you can't yet fathom. Stay calm, stay grounded, and know that God has already gone ahead of you. When you enter the meeting, you will notice the gravity of the situation. It's not a casual conversation. There's weight to it, a sense of importance that you can feel in every word spoken. This government official may have power, but what they don't realize is that the real power lies with you, because you have God on your side. The conversation will unfold in ways that leave you speechless, and you'll begin to understand why this moment is so significant. God says this is not just about the meeting, but what will come after. The real work begins when you walk out of that room. You will be given opportunities that will test your faith, but you are more than capable of handling them. The blessings that will follow will not come in the way you expect, but they will be far greater than anything you could have imagined. Trust in God's timing and know that He is setting you up for something extraordinary. As the conversation progresses, you may feel uncertain. The government official may speak in ways that seem puzzling or unclear, but don't be alarmed. God says, "I will give you the wisdom you need in that moment." What might seem like a confusing conversation will soon make sense as you move forward. You will be equipped to navigate through every challenge, every decision, with divine guidance. The meeting might be the catalyst for the changes you've been praying for, and it's happening now. God's message to you is clear: do not fear. Do not be overwhelmed by the authority of this official. The authority you possess, with God on your side, is far greater. Your ability to speak truth, to stand firm in your faith, and to trust in God's guidance will be the key to unlocking doors you never imagined possible. What happens next will be a chain of events that will leave you in awe of God's power. Every step you take now is leading you closer to your destiny. There's no turning back, but that's not a bad thing. God has already made a way for you, and you are walking into a future filled with purpose and blessing. The opportunities that arise will test your character, but with each test, you will rise higher. God says, you are ready for this. This moment has been in the making for years, and you will rise to the occasion. You are being positioned for something much greater than you can imagine. As you leave the meeting, you will feel different. Something will have shifted inside you. The old you will begin to fade away, and the new you will emerge, a person who has walked through a divine door and is now ready to face whatever comes next. This meeting is just the beginning, but it's a powerful start to what will be one of the most transformative seasons of your life. Like this video to receive your blessing of wisdom, favor, and strength in this season. The official will want to meet in private, but what you'll discover in that room is a conversation that stretches beyond the walls. As soon as you step inside, you'll notice how everything about this meeting is different. You'll feel a peace that transcends understanding, and you'll know that God is with you in a mighty way. Trust in His plan as you speak, and know that every word you utter is guided by divine wisdom. Though you may initially question the intent of the official, you will soon see that the purpose of this meeting is greater than either of you could have anticipated. The power dynamics in the room won't matter because the real force behind the scene is God Himself. Your words will carry weight, and what you say will make an impact far beyond what is apparent. This is not just a meeting, this is a moment where divine purpose intersects with earthly authority. The government official is not just looking for answers, they're looking for a solution, and you have the key. God has placed you in this position for such a time as this. Your influence will grow, and the impact of this meeting will ripple out in ways you can't even imagine. What seems like a routine discussion will turn into a life-altering event for both you and the official. This is your moment to shine. After the meeting, you will feel a wave of peace wash over you. You will know that the conversation has set something in motion, a chain of events that can't be undone. This is just the beginning of the blessings that are coming your way. God says, prepare yourself for the blessings that will follow. What has been hidden will now be revealed. As you move forward, you'll start to see the pieces of the puzzle come together, and it will all make sense. The doors that open for you will be doors of opportunity, but they will require courage and faith to walk through. Trust that God is leading you every step of the way. With each decision you make, you'll find yourself stepping into new levels of authority and influence. What's ahead is brighter than you can imagine, and the journey will only get more exciting from here. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of courage, clarity, and divine guidance as you navigate what's ahead. You've now entered a new chapter in your life. The meeting was only the beginning, and now that you're equipped with divine wisdom, you will begin to see your life take shape in extraordinary ways. God says, this is just the beginning of the great work I have for you. What seemed like an ordinary encounter is now a springboard to something much greater. You are ready for what's coming next. When you leave that room, you will know that your life has been forever changed. The authority and favor that God has placed on you will go before you and make your path clear. This is the moment where you rise above the ordinary and step into a new realm of purpose and power. The future is wide open, and you are stepping boldly into it. Don't be surprised when blessings start to flow in unexpected ways. God is about to open doors that no man can shut. You've been prepared for such a time as this, and now you will see the manifestation of everything you've been praying for. What was once a whisper will soon become a roar, and your influence will grow beyond what you thought possible. This is only the beginning of your breakthrough. God says that your life is about to take a turn you never saw coming. What you're about to experience is a divine moment orchestrated just for you. The private meeting with this government official is not just a chance encounter, it's a setup designed by God Himself. From this point forward, nothing will ever be the same. As you walk into that room, remember that it is not by chance, but by divine purpose that you are there. Everything that has led to this moment has prepared you for what's about to unfold. You might feel uncertain or even overwhelmed as you head into this meeting. But God says, do not be afraid. I have gone ahead of you. The official you are about to meet may have power and influence, but you carry a power that is greater. This is not just a conversation, it is a turning point. What happens in that room will lay the foundation for the future you've been waiting for. Every word that is spoken will be filled with purpose, and every decision made will move you one step closer to your destiny. As the meeting begins, you'll immediately sense that it's different from anything you've experienced before. There's a weight in the air, a kind of significance that you can't ignore. God says, I am with you in this. In that room, you'll feel a peace that transcends the circumstances. This is no ordinary meeting. It's the moment when doors that were once closed begin to open before you. The official may think they are the ones in control, but you will soon realize that you've been prepared for this moment by divine design. God has been preparing you for this for much longer than you realize. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've faced, every moment of uncertainty has led you to this pivotal time. This meeting will open doors that you've prayed for. But beyond that, it will confirm that you are exactly where you need to be. The seeds that have been planted in your life will now begin to grow and bear fruit. What happens next will surprise you in the best way possible. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of favor and wisdom in this season. Let your faith guide you. You will leave this meeting with a renewed sense of purpose. What you learn in that room will ignite something inside you. You might not fully understand it right away, but as time passes, you'll see that this was a turning point. God has opened this door for you, and now it's up to you to walk through it with boldness and faith. The official you meet with will play a role, but the real power is with you. You will walk away from this meeting knowing that God has gone ahead of you to prepare the way. In the days to follow, you will begin to notice subtle changes in your life. The doors that once seemed locked will swing open wide. Opportunities will arise that you never thought possible. God's favor will begin to surround you like a shield. What you once thought was impossible will suddenly seem achievable. You will find yourself stepping into positions of influence and authority. Your faith has brought you to this moment, and now it is time to step into the fullness of your calling. Your meeting with the government official will be just the beginning. The ripples from this event will travel far beyond what you can see. God says, I will make your name known. Your influence will grow beyond your expectations. This meeting will be the catalyst for the changes that are coming into your life. Everything you've dreamed of is now within reach, but it's going to take courage and faith to walk in the new direction God has for you. You'll soon realize that this meeting is part of a larger plan. The conversation will spark something inside you, and the impact of this moment will last far beyond what you could ever imagine. Every decision made during this meeting will have a lasting effect. As you walk away, you will feel lighter, as if a burden has been lifted. God is moving in your life in a mighty way, and this moment is a sign of what is yet to come. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of breakthrough and new beginnings. There is a divine purpose behind this meeting, and it will not be without its challenges. The government official may test your patience, but God says, I will give you the wisdom you need in that moment. Trust that you are equipped with everything you need to succeed. You will be called to stand firm in your beliefs and values, but you will not stand alone. God will give you the strength to speak with confidence and the grace to navigate even the most difficult conversations. The path ahead may seem unclear at times, but remember that God's hand is guiding you. Each step you take will be guided by divine wisdom. You will be tested, but you will pass every test. The favor that rests on your life will open doors, and the wisdom God has given you will set you apart. This meeting is only the beginning of the transformation that is coming to your life. Trust in the process, and know that God is working all things together for your good. You are entering into a season of unprecedented favor. The official you meet with will play a pivotal role, but it is God who is opening the doors. You will begin to see that everything you've been through has prepared you for this moment. What you once thought was impossible is now within your reach. The future is bright, and you are walking into it with boldness and confidence. The blessing that God is pouring over you will exceed your expectations, and you will be amazed by what's ahead. After this meeting, you will realize that your life will never be the same. The opportunities that arise will be vast, and you will be in a position to make a difference in ways you never imagined. This is your time to shine. The favor of God is upon you, and nothing can stand in your way. You are stepping into your destiny, and there is no looking back. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of favor, wisdom, and strength to walk into the future God has for you. The shift in your life will be evident to everyone around you. You will begin to see the fruit of your labor and the manifestation of God's promises. What once seemed distant is now at your doorstep. You are walking in a season of increase and favor, and it's just the beginning. Trust that God is working on your behalf, even when you can't see it. The changes that are coming will leave you in awe of His faithfulness. As you move forward, you will find that doors continue to open in unexpected places. God says, I am with you wherever you go. The government official will continue to play a part in your journey, but know that it is God who has orchestrated everything. What you experience in the coming days will be a direct result of the favor and wisdom that God has placed on your life. In the weeks and months to come, you will see the results of this meeting unfold. The blessings will begin to flow, and opportunities will present themselves in ways you never imagined. God says, prepare yourself for what is coming. It will be greater than you think. You will find that the work you've done up until this point has been part of a divine plan that is now coming to fruition. Your influence will grow, and your impact will reach places you never thought possible. What happens in this meeting will change everything. You are stepping into a new season, one of increase, favor, and divine purpose. God is taking you higher, and there is nothing that can stop what He has planned for you. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of divine purpose, favor, and new opportunities that are coming your way. This moment will be the beginning of something much larger than you could have ever imagined. The government official you meet with will be just one piece of the puzzle. As time goes on, you will see how every interaction, every decision, every step you take is part of a greater plan. You are walking into a season of fulfillment, where God's promises to you will come to pass in a way that will blow your mind. This is your time to rise. What happens next will change everything. God says, I have prepared you for this moment. Trust that He is leading you, and that the doors that open in the coming days will be filled with divine favor. You are stepping into a new chapter, one that is filled with blessing, opportunity, and a purpose that is greater than you could have imagined. As you look back, you will see that every step, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty was leading you to this place. You have been prepared for such a time as this. Your influence will grow, and the doors that open will be a direct result of your obedience and trust in God's plan. This is only the beginning, and the best is yet to come. The invitation you've received is not an ordinary call, it is a sign that God is working in ways that will soon be revealed. This official is not just anyone, their position holds power and influence, and they've chosen you for a reason. This meeting will open doors you didn't even know existed. God is guiding you, and His plan is much bigger than what you can see right now. This moment is just the beginning of a season of favor and elevation, and what happens next will change the course of your life forever. As the time approaches for this private meeting, you begin to feel the weight of what's at stake. You may feel uncertain or overwhelmed, but God says, do not fear. I am with you. What might seem like an intimidating experience is actually an invitation into a new chapter of purpose and influence. The high-profile official may seem to have the upper hand, but the true power lies within you. God has already gone ahead of you and prepared the way. You are walking into a season of unexpected favor and opportunity. Your mind races as you prepare for this significant event, but God says, be still and trust in my plan. He has been preparing you for this moment long before you even realized it. The circumstances that led to this moment were not random, they were part of His perfect timing. You have been set apart for such a time as this, and now it's time to step into the fullness of your purpose. This meeting is not just an encounter, it is a divine setup that will position you for greatness. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of favor and divine guidance in this season. As you walk into the meeting, you'll feel a sense of peace settle over you, despite the significance of the moment. The official may begin to speak with authority, but God says, "I will give you the words you need in that moment." This is not just a conversation, it's a pivotal moment that will set the course for what's to come. You will speak with confidence, knowing that the wisdom of God is guiding every word. The favor that surrounds you will be evident to everyone in that room. You might not fully understand the impact of this meeting immediately, but trust that the effects will be far-reaching. What you say, the decisions you make, and the direction you choose will have a ripple effect that will extend beyond what you can imagine. God has placed you in this position for a reason, and the official you're meeting with is just a piece of the puzzle. Your influence will grow exponentially, and the opportunities that follow will test your faith and strengthen your character. As you engage with this high-profile official, you may feel challenged, but remember, God says, you are more than capable of handling this. He has given you everything you need to succeed. You will soon realize that the authority you possess is not of this world, but of God. The meeting will reveal not only new opportunities but also the depth of your calling. It will change how you view your own potential and lead you into a future filled with unimaginable blessings. After this meeting, your life will never be the same. The changes that occur will be profound, and they will unfold gradually, but you will see the hand of God moving in every step. You will begin to walk in new levels of influence, and the opportunities that come will be far beyond your expectations. God's favor will be upon you in ways you can't yet comprehend, and doors that were once closed will suddenly open wide before you. This is the start of something extraordinary. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of wisdom and favor to walk through the doors that will open to you. The transformation in your life won't happen overnight, but the effects of this meeting will begin to unfold quickly. The people who once didn't see your potential will soon begin to take notice. God says, your time has come. You will start to see the blessings of God in every area of your life. As you move forward, there will be moments where the path ahead seems unclear, but God will make sure you are never alone. His wisdom will guide you, and His favor will go before you. You are being positioned for greatness. The private meeting with this high-profile official is not just an isolated event, it's a launching pad for the new season God has in store for you. Doors that were once closed will open, and you will walk through them with the assurance that God has already prepared the way. This is a time of divine alignment where everything begins to fall into place, and you will find yourself in positions of influence and authority. As the weeks go by, you will begin to see the manifestation of God's promises. What seemed like a chance encounter will turn out to be a catalyst for a series of events that will reshape your future. You will look back on this moment and realize that it was the beginning of a season of unprecedented favor. The official who sought you out will become a key figure in your story, but it will be God's hand that directs the course of everything. The power of God's timing is incredible. This meeting, this divine appointment, is setting the stage for something much larger than you can see in this moment. You will soon find yourself stepping into new roles, new opportunities, and new levels of influence. The blessing that follows this moment will be far greater than you can anticipate. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of divine elevation and favor that will follow this meeting. When you leave that meeting, you'll feel a shift inside of you. You will begin to walk with a new sense of purpose, knowing that this encounter has positioned you for something greater. The world around you will begin to notice the changes, and doors that once seemed locked will suddenly open with ease. God is making a way where there seemed to be none, and He is elevating you in ways that will surprise you. You will soon realize that this meeting was just the first of many. The influence that this high-profile official has will pale in comparison to the influence God is about to give you. Your impact will be felt far and wide, and the opportunities that come will be like nothing you've experienced before. God says, prepare yourself for what's coming next. It will be beyond anything you could have ever imagined. This meeting is more than just a private conversation, it is the beginning of a journey that will take you to new heights. The favor of God will be evident in your life, and the doors that open will be nothing short of miraculous. You are walking into a season of transformation, and nothing will be the same. The seeds of greatness have been planted, and now it's time for them to grow and bear fruit. Amen. Type Amen to receive your blessing of transformation and favor as you step into the future God has prepared for you. As your life begins to transform, you'll start to notice the way people respond to you. Your confidence will increase, and you'll begin to understand the weight of the influence that God has entrusted you with. The opportunities that come will challenge you, but you will rise to meet them with the wisdom and strength that only God can provide. The high-profile official will become a key part of your journey, but it will always be God's power that drives the changes in your life. You will begin to see that this meeting was the catalyst for everything that is about to unfold. The opportunities that arise will not be random, they will be divinely orchestrated to move you closer to your purpose. Every step you take from here will be guided by God's wisdom, and every decision you make will be filled with His favor. The transformation in your life will be evident to everyone around you, and you will soon realize that you are walking in the fullness of God's plan for you. As this season unfolds, you will be amazed at the doors that open. The high-profile official may have been the first key, but the true doors will open because of God's hand upon you. He is setting you up for a life that is filled with purpose, influence, and unimaginable blessings. This is just the beginning of your divine appointment, and the best is yet to come.